What is going on, family? Welcome to BlackPowerRise. I need you all to listen to me carefully and hear exactly what I'm saying. Nobody talks about this, as I said. Even me, from what I have seen, all the successful people I have been around, and trust me, I have been around a bunch. I'm sure we all have been around a whole bunch of people that are successful, and I'm talking true success. I'm talking really out there getting it and achieving their dreams. So, what I'm about to share with you, I need you all to really pay attention. No one be posting this on social media, and that's just from me, from what I have seen. No one really talks about this, as I just said. Again, so what I'm getting ready to say here, people, no one talks about being persistent. If you really, really, really want to win in life, if you really, really want that deep spiritual connection with God and really want to go after it and get what you want in life, you have to be persistent. There are times when you get up out of bed, you don't even feel like it, but you're going to have to force yourself up. You're going to have to force yourself to get to that job just to achieve your dreams. You're going to have to force yourself to get to where you want to be in life, because you have to remember where you're going. You have to thank our Creator for waking you up, allowing you to go after it once again. So this is why I say you got to force yourself and really be persistent when achieving that success that you really want in life. Don't wait till when it feels good. Don't wait for when people support you. No, you got to get up and get it, because it's a reason. There can be people that support you that you don't even know. There could be people that believe in you that you may not believe in you. I know I'm a living example of that. My mentor, why before I even called him my mentor, he seen I had 3 books at the time and said to me, you have to get out here. You should never ever be broke as an author. On top of that, you have to force yourself to be persistent. I didn't pay that attention, but I listened to what he said. I remember him saying that. And at the time, because I was so focused on my stage play, I was so focused on work and then having my screenplay at the same time, and then going to my screenwriting courses at the time, which was about 12, 13 years ago, or no, actually started in 2007. But what I'm saying is, when I met him years later, when I was ready to finally have my own stage play, I used what I learned and always had that hunger in me. And you can't lose that hunger. This is why you got to force yourself to be persistent. Especially come the new year, y'all. It's 2026 getting ready to come up. So the quarter is basically over. We're about to start a whole new year. So it's a whole new you. I need you all to be persistent come 2026. It's something I'm even telling my daughter. But when you're tired, when progress is slow, you still got to be ready to go after it. When nobody is watching, you got to remind yourself, this is what I'm built for. Say it to yourself. This is what I'm built for. Because I'm the one putting in the work. I'm the one being consistent. I'm the one who's forcing myself to be persistent. So, people, what I'm saying is, be ready to get it. Come 2026, again, it's a whole new you. Every day you wake up, it's a whole new you. Remember, time doesn't go back. It goes forward. God moves forward, everyone. So be ready to get it. Because that's when persistence is built. When you're up there getting it every day. For those that even work out on an everyday basis, like myself. On top of that, you have to be able to get yourself up. Even that goes for even eating healthy at times. I know some of us may fall off track. I know I do, but at the same time, I get back on track and be persistent. And at the same time, try your best to pray every day. Because I tell you all the time, you can go to God any time of the day and go to him and pray. You don't just have to wait till nighttime and then daytime or daytime/nighttime. You can pray to him any time of the day. And it's a slow process. You know, building that relationship with our Father, it's a slow process, but he's a patient God. Just look at the Israelites. He was so patient with them. He kept giving them chance after chance after chance after chance, decades and decades and decades. He never lost hope. So that's what I need you to do. Not lose hope just because the process is slow. You got to still be persistent and be able to still get up and go after it. And remind yourself why you're doing it. Remind yourself why you want this. Remind yourself why you want to achieve this goal. Remind yourself what you're doing it for. At the same time, thank God that you're able to have the strength to get up and do it. Thank God that you're able to have the strength to want to do the things that you want to do. Success is coming, y'all. It's 2026 coming. Listen, motivation comes and goes, people. You know, feelings change. You know, people change. But what doesn't change is you being persistent. You still ready to go after it. I can remember myself, the times when I'm writing. Every day it's a new day. But I was always, and I still am, always writing. Every single day. So that's something that once you start being persistent, I promise you, it's going to be a daily routine. And it's going to be like clockwork because your brain is going to remember it. Remember, family, you being persistent, that's a decision that you have to make. You being persistent, that's something that you have to want. You have to want to achieve that goal. Because another thing I want to say, my mentor Wyatt used to always say to me, nobody cares. But he used to use the F word, but you know what I mean. The people that really succeed out here, I mean really, really succeed, they may not even be more gifted than you. But what they are is more persistent than you. Why? Because they already built the blueprint on being consistent. They already built the blueprint on being persistent. They already built that blueprint on getting up every single day and morning and working out, eating at a certain time, knowing what they got to do to continue that success. You got to know where you're going in life. On top of that, you have to be ready to get it, people. This is why I say it takes time. On top of that, you know, work yourself towards that goal. And remember, never, ever, ever take your eyes off of God. You know, these peoples I'm talking about, I use myself as an example. I can say people who I idolize, like Magic Johnson, for instance. He's just an example. But at the same time, it's true. He's very persistent. Days that I don't feel like getting up and going and do what I have to do, he's already doing it. And when I do feel like doing it, it's already, the day is over, but I make sure that I get up and do it. And I'm talking about my writing. I'm talking about what I have to do towards my business. Whether it's designing, whether it's me writing, whether it's me getting whatever it is I'm doing towards my business goals. So what I'm saying is you have to be very persistent. You have to be that type of winner. And again, we are all a work in process, people. So that's just one example. People you may idolize, people you may look up to, those people are persistent on doing what they do. Because it's a reason that you look up to them. It's a reason that you idolize them. It's a reason that you want to achieve that type of success. These people, they push on days that you want to rest. I'll say that again. The days that you want to rest, these people still be pushing themselves to go. Because they know the day that they take off, they may be a day that they lose. They stay consistent while you stop believing. So this is why I always say it's all right to rest, but at the same time, you got to get back up and remember why you're doing this. Successful people, they don't respond to the hype. They respond by being consistent. A person that can say whatever it is about them, a person can even say they can't do this, but they'll be proving themselves that they can do it, as well as to that person. They might not even pay that person any mind because they know what they can do. They know what they're here on earth to do. You know, the reason why I say sometimes you're going to have to force yourself to get up, because at times your mind may lie to you. You may have that voice that said, oh, just rest a little and you could get it done later. Next thing you know, it's not even done. You done wasted a day. Yeah, I get it. We all work and come home from work and got to take care of children if you have children, or help your family out if you are a family person. But what I'm saying is you got to know when to get it. You got to be ready to get it. Because, again, I use myself as an example. Yeah, I used to hang out, party, at the same time, chill with my family. Right after I get off of work, I may go later that evening out with my boys, Keith and Raymond. And mind you, it would be late at night, like 11 something at night. But I'm taking my book with me while we go to a restaurant, eat out there in the city. But I'm taking my book with me, writing. At the same time, I'm the one who had to get up and work early in the morning, because they would get up like, well, I say 12 something, because they got to be to work for 4 o'clock and stuff. And I'm the one at work getting it. And then coming home, doing my writing. At the same time, still getting it, because I knew where I wanted to go. So after work, I would be in my screenwriting courses. At the same time, later in the night, if it's a Thursday or Friday, I may go to a club. But come home, I'm writing until I stop that. So this is what I mean about being persistent. And then at the same time, be ready to make sacrifices, people. Come 2026, you're going to have to make sacrifices when you really want to be persistent and achieve that goal. So you just heard me talk about what I used to do. Yeah, that was in my 20s and early 30s. But what I'm saying is, people, you're going to have to be persistent and make sacrifices. So that was one of the sacrifices I gave up, because I knew that I wanted this, my stage play. I knew that I wanted to be an author. I knew that I want that first novel out there. And at the same time, once that first one took off, that's when everything else opened up. Because God opened doors for me. And he can do the same thing for you guys. I'll say it again. God opened doors for me, and he can do the same thing for you guys. I have no problem saying that whatsoever, y'all. This your boy Kasim here at BlackPowerRise. Understand this, people. You know, when you growing, when you really want that spiritual connection with God, and when you really want to be persistent, it takes work. It requires for you to be faithful. It requires for you to be consistent. The reason I say that, because growth is uncomfortable. You know, let's say for a person that doesn't read their Bible like that, but wants to know and wants that relationship with God, it may be uncomfortable for them at first. Then at the same time, even if you want to start a business, even if it's you want to start something on your own, yes, you have the idea, yes, you have the right mind, but if you're with somebody who's like a stranger and know more than you, and they're willing to help you, it may be uncomfortable at first. Even if you're starting on your own, it may be uncomfortable because it's something you're not used to. But with God's help, at the same time, it's going to get comfortable. So anything you start feels uncomfortable at times. Look at it like this. A kid going to school for the very first time when they're leaving their parents. You know, we all have done it. Ran back to our parents because the child was uncomfortable. Remember, we're all children of God. So once it's uncomfortable, it's up to us to keep being persistent so it can be comfortable. Being persistent, you know, it may feel heavy at times, but staying quiet and keeping things to yourself at the same time, staying quiet and then not even achieving it because that voice in your head saying, oh, let's do it tomorrow, or you can do it tomorrow. That's heavier because now you got to do double the work or maybe triple the work. On top of that, again, I'm an example of that. Not every day did I work out. Not every day did I want to do it, but I did. On top of that, every other day I would work out. But let's say if I missed a day, for that next 2 days, when I'm working out again, I'm doing double the work. I'm going even harder than I would the day that I was supposed to work out. So at the same time, this is what I mean, people, about sacrificing and being persistent, because it can lead to big things. And this is why I say you must force yourself to be persistent, especially come 2026. This is what I want for you, but I can't just want it for you. You got to want it more than me. That goes for anything you're going after come 2026, especially for your children, for your family, when you really want to achieve something. And I hope you do. Again, this is BlackPowerRise, y'all. You know, being persistent also will separate you from people. You're in that 1% out of like the 10, 15 people around you. They seeing you being persistent at something. Because come 2026, y'all, this is what I see. And I've seen this year after year after year. Even before I started this channel here at BlackPowerRise, I would see it year after year after year after year. People start something, but never finish. I remember asking my grandmother that. Why do we start something and never finish? And she said, it's easy to start, but it's very few people that finish what they started. So there's something that I want y'all to remember. You have to finish. Once you get to that finish line and you make it easier for yourself. Trust and believe. Being persistent, it's what separates you. It separates you from those people that just talk about they want to do something. It separates you and it makes you a winner. Being persistent separates you from dreamers to just doers. You're gonna do this. You're gonna get this done. We all have dreams. What are you gonna do to accomplish it? That's the question I have for you. At the same time, hit that like and subscribe button here at BlackPowerRise. Share with your friends and family and let them know I said this. Being persistent makes you a winner. And put in a comment winner, y'all. Because if you stay long enough, you win by default. And most people quit before the breakthrough. That's why I say being persistent leads to you being a winner. I want all of you all, again, to listen to what I'm saying. My people, family, hear this. We come from survivors. Our ancestors did not quit. We come from a huge tribe of people. They did not quit. Again, you hear me bring up the Israelites earlier. Even Moses didn't quit when the people didn't believe him until he showed them. So he gave up. Even Moses didn't quit on the Israelites. God didn't quit on them. God helped him lead those people out of Egypt. So again, our ancestors didn't even quit. Even when it was slavery going on in the South, our ancestors didn't quit. Harriet Tubman didn't quit on us. So you cannot quit. This is why being persistent leads to you becoming a winner, everyone. They endured. They built. They persistent through signs and systems that was meant to break them. But it didn't. It did not break us whatsoever. It made us even stronger. Just look at when we did have Black Wall Street. And it's coming back, people. On top of that, look at what we have now. So many Black-owned businesses. That same strength is in you, everyone. What I'm talking about here, about us being persistent, about our ancestors not giving up, about our parents, about our grandparents, our great-grandparents not giving up on us, that same DNA is in you. You have to want it. You have to be the one to unlock that gift God has given you. You have to show yourself, not to other people, because me, personally, I always used to say, I'm not on this earth to impress people. But at the same time, you have a responsibility to yourself as well as your children to show them about being persistent. You have that responsibility to show them and let them learn about God the right way. Because there's fake people out here. And I'm talking about fake Christians, but I'll get to that another time. This here is about being persistent. And this is what I'm doing here at BlackPowerRise. So, please, people, come 2026, again, it's a slow process, so we got a few days left. I need you to force yourself to be disciplined. Force yourself to be consistent. Force yourself to be excited. Force yourself to know that you're a winner. Force yourself to know that 2026 is going to be your year. Force yourself to believe in God even more than you have ever. Force yourself to want what you want in life. And long as it's the legal way, let's get our hustle on. This your boy Kasim here at BlackPowerRise.
Hi guys.
And look who came once again, everyone. So I was just talking about, forcing and teaching our children about God. And that's when she just came and wanted to be in it. And no problem whatsoever. So this is what I'm saying, everyone. If you don't teach your kids, it's people out there in the world that's going to teach them. And they may learn the wrong way.
Daddy, what are fake Christians?
So, I'm going to answer her question. Even though I may feel she's too young, but I wouldn't be myself if I didn't teach her. So, look at Matthew, Matthew 7, 21 through 23. Let's read it to them, baby.
Not everyone saying to me, Lord, Lord, will enter into the kingdom of the heavens, but only the one
will of my Father who is in the heavens will. Many will say to me in the day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name and expel demons in your name and perform many powerful works in your name? And then I would declare, I knew you. Get away from me, you workers of lawlessness. So I'm going to read the whole entire chapter of Isaiah 15, 1 through 8. Yeah. And then I'm going to break it down of what I mean, being that y'all just heard her ask, what is fake Christians? Then there came to Jesus from Jerusalem prophesiers and scribes, saying, why do you disciples overstep the tradition of men of former times? For example, they do not wash their hands when about to eat a meal.
They're nasty.
Yeah. So, in reply, he said to them, why do you overstep the commandment of God because of your tradition? For example, God said, honor your mother and your father, and let the one who speaks abusively of his father or mother be put to death. But you say, whoever says to his father or mother, whatever I have that could benefit you is a gift dedicated to God. He need not honor his father at all. So you have made the word of God invalid because of your tradition. And hypocrites. Isaiah apparently prophesied about you when he said, this people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far removed from me. So this is what I'm saying, people. There are people out here that say they worship Jesus and they all about God, but at the same time,
but they don't show it.
Exactly. So Again, this is what I said about it takes time. It's a slow process. I get that, people. So come 2026, remember, it's a new you. Remember, you got to force yourself to be persistent when it's something about success that you really want. So again, this your boy Kasim here at Black Power Rise.
New year, new you.
I'm out.
Bye, guys.